Greetings from Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is where I'm normally coming to you from, although I mention that because next month I will not be. I'm going to be in the middle of about a 2.5-week tour of the Midwest and South, which will include at least one visit to the relatives, one tournament, and, pulling in at least half dozen states, I hope. I've pulled so far either tournament or practice in 16 states and hope to hit somewhere between 22 and 24 before the end of August. But anyway, enough of that. Let's take a look about what's going on over the next month. When I did last month, I thought I was pretty much done with June and only was going to talk about July today. But just last week, I found a tournament that is taking place in June. This is actually a 4th of July event, but taking place on June the 30th, which is the Ripley 4th of July Festival, taking place in Ripley, Ohio, which is a town on the Ohio River, roughly an hour southeast of Cincinnati. And this one's a real bargain, I will say that for it. Apparently, they have open and both men and women, no novice or masters, but it's only $10 an entry. And there's 5 men's classes starting at 154 and going to the supers being 221 plus. And the women's is going to be open. As I say, that's the 30th of June in Ripley. Actually, I'm going to talk about 2 4th of July events. The other one that I'm going to be not only going to, but also running the brackets for, which is the annual 4th of July event on the 4th of July in Watsontown, Pennsylvania. And that is also somewhat of a bargain here too. Pro is $20, amateur 15, women and kids 10. However, for that, what you're going to end up with is the first place awards will all be a trophy and a T-shirt. The second place, third place will be medals, and there will be a number of classes there: men's, women, and masters. Masters 50 plus in this particular case. Kids, we usually get a good number of kids at that in two-year age brackets, starting at 6 and 7, work its way up to 16 and 17. But 5 men's classes, 3 women's classes, 2 masters classes, masters in this case being 50 plus. As I say, I'm going to be doing brackets, was not planning on pulling, but unless needed to fill a bracket. But I learned today that Derek Lyles and his dad are going to be coming up from North Carolina. And so I said, well, if his dad needs somebody to pull, his dad is 60, and I'm, need to give him somebody that's even older than that. So actually, I may jump in at Masters anyway. But this is in the afternoon event into the evening because they have a big parade during the day and live music. It's at the Watsontown Memorial Park. Live music all day, food, drinks, and so forth to buy, and then very nice fireworks display in the evening. As I say, that is on Tuesday the 4th. On the following weekend, July the 8th, in Ohio, the Summer Bang taking place in Beaver, Ohio, which is about south central Ohio, about an hour and a half south of Columbus, as far as I can tell, at a place called Gus's Outback. That has been there before. That's an evening event, registration from 5 to 7:30, with the tournament starting at 8 o'clock. Pro left arm pro and both right and left amateur have 4 classes starting at 176. The pro right hand actually has 5 classes, are adding 154, right arm only. Women 2 classes splitting at 154 pounds. And that, cost for that, $30 for the first arm, 25 for subsequent. And they will, first $300 will be coming there to each of the pro classes for the first place award there. As I say, that is July the 8th. I won't be able to get to that because actually Nitro is turning 64 this year. Pardon me, got a sniffle here. But Nitro's turning 64, and so he always has a birthday party, practice, picnic at his grove at the weekend closest to his birthday. And so I'll be at that on the 8th. So, hey, if you're somewhere in the Pittston area, which is near Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, let me know, and we'll tell you where the heck that is. But anyways, that is the 8th. On the 15th, following weekend, we're starting to build them up here. There are actually 4 events in 4 different states. The 4 states being Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, and Virginia. And interestingly enough, the 4 events, 2 of the 4 have a group involved called Wolfpack. And so let's take a look at those 4 events. The first one I want to take a look at actually is not a Wolfpack event, but is a 98 event, 98%. And the Team New Jersey are running the New Jersey State Sitdown Championships at Dad's in Lumberton, New Jersey. That's the same place where we have a lot of tournaments there. When Team New Jersey is running tournaments, they've been running tournaments at Dad's, a really nice place, bar in Lumberton, for some time. As I say, that is sit down. 3 amateur classes with starting 176, 176, 200, and 200 plus. 5 pro classes starting at 165, and the supers there going to 220 plus. Women's will be open. They'll be having a men's 50 plus masters class, 176, 200, and 200 plus. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get that one because I'm going to be going to another one of the Wolfpack ones. Kids, by the way, at that are free. If I didn't already mention the price, basically $30 for the the other kids are free. Others $30 for the first arm, $25 for the second. And this is actually a benefit where the proceeds are going to the Christopher, excuse me, Hospital for Children. As I say, that's on the 15th in Lumberton. As I will, I can't make it because I'm going to be going to one of the events in Western Pennsylvania, the Townville Old Home Days, which is a community festival, takes place behind the one elementary school in Townville. They're basically having open masters and kids, and as I say, one of the teams up there is known as the Wolfpack, and so this is real bargain as well. $20 for adults, $10 for the kids. There will be 5 super matches, including me. I got hornswoggled into doing one with a gent named Robert Wilson, and so we'll be starting off the day with those, and then going, as I say, through the tournament in Townville. The other tournament that has a Wolfpack connected with it is a cooperation between Wolfpack in Virginia and Team Brutal, and that is taking place in Franklin, Virginia. $20 charge for the men's divisions, and women and kids are free. Women and kids are open, basically determined by weight. The men's 165, 181, 198, 220, and 221 plus. That is at a restaurant in Franklin, so you have food and drink available for purchase there. As I say, that's Team Brutal and Wolfpack in Franklin, which is about as far south as you can go in Virginia without ending up in North Carolina, down in southeastern Virginia. And the 4th tournament on the 15th is the Adams County Fair in Ohio, taking place in West Union, Ohio. Specifically, it's at the Adams County Fair. It's called the Adams County Strong Arm Classic. And hey, I'll tell you, there's lots of bargains this month. That one is $12 per entry. They're having amateur, pro, women, and youth. And interestingly enough, they indicate that they will have cash payouts for both the pro and the amateur, which you don't see all that often, although they don't specify what specifically the cash payouts are on their literature. As I say, those are the 4 on the 15th. On the 22nd, we have 2 items. One, the World Series of Arm Wrestling East Coast Qualifier. This is a qualifier for the national event for the World Series of Arm Wrestling, which I'm not certain exactly where and when that is taking place. I believe it is in California, but I could be wrong there. But in any event, that is taking place at the Great South Bay Brewery in Bay Shore, New York, which is the same place, for those of you who went to the Jason Vale tournament a while back, same location that the Jason Vale took place. Pro in this case, qualifier, $50 per arm. Amateur masters and women, $40 per arm. They are, however, having cash payouts for that. The pro, both left and right overall for the pro, will pay $500. Also, what will be each pro weight class will, if you win the pro weight class, the winner will get 2 free nights at the host hotel at the World Series, the national event, at the finals, wherever, as I say, wherever exactly that's going to be. But 2 free nights at the host hotel. So, as I say, amateur masters women, amateur and pro, weight classes 176, 209, 239, and 240 plus, and women 154, 185, and 186 plus, masters 50 plus, with the 2 classes splitting at 210 and 211 plus. That, as I say, is the 22nd of July. The other item taking place on the 22nd of July, unfortunately, I really have very little detail for you, but it's the John Heynoski Memorial Practice Event, which is taking place in McKean, Pennsylvania, or maybe that's pronounced McCain, I'm not certain, but in any case, it is in the Erie area and is run by John Heynoski in memory of his late father, also named John Heynoski, who was an excellent arm wrestler in his day. So those 2 events, as I say, on the 22nd. I won't be to either of those because I'm going to be heading west, as I indicate. I'm actually going to be going to the Strongest Badge, which is taking place in St. Louis, Missouri, and that's on the actual event is on the 22nd. They're having a lot of super matches and so forth the night before on the 21st. And what caught my eye in their literature for that was 6 p.m. Saturday, all night after party, which sounds like the sort of place I really want to be at. And so I'll be going to that, and as I say, wandering down south towards a fraternity convention in New Orleans, and hitting some pulling on the way, and after the convention, doing some pulling in Texas, Oklahoma, and working my way up to Missouri and then home for a couple weeks. So, although I'm wondering if I'm being nuts for heading into Texas at this time of year with some of the temperatures they've been having down there. But anyway, that pretty well takes care of what is going on in July. So I certainly hope to see you at one of those.